Hello there. The new Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, might have to scale back his budget announcements on the 11th of March in the face of forecasts of a global economic slowdown. Firstly, as ever, please kick that YouTube algorithm up the backside by giving this video a big, fat like. And I'm always uploading new content, so please do check my YouTube channel daily. Now, it had been assumed that Rishi Sunak's first budget would contain the initial parts of the government's package to level up the UK by pumping billions into the nation's infrastructure and services. But with growing worldwide concerns over a certain nasty bug that could exacerbate an underlying slowdown in the global economy, there might be a need to delay those decisions or even raise taxes. So it is now being suggested that the Chancellor will have to put off much of the spending promises until the autumn budget, with the Financial Times saying that the 11th of March budget will be one of a trilogy of major announcements. But the Mail reports that Sunak looks set to shelve the proposed cuts in corporation tax, slash the entrepreneurs' relief on capital gains tax, and tinker about with certain fiscal rules so as to give the government more wiggle room to increase spending. But there are warnings from the likes of the IFS that all this could increase government borrowing by as much as £23 billion more than forecast and could be unsustainable. And suggestions are coming in for the Chancellor to reduce pensions tax relief, increase council tax for those in the most expensive houses, and lift the freeze on fuel duty, so getting the motorists to pay more again. But that would also hit businesses, who would have to raise prices, so increasing the VAT take, etc. There is also talk that Sunak will be looking to close the loophole that allows wealthy families to pass on to their heirs property that is designated as farmland free of inheritance tax. This could potentially bring as much as £800 million into the Treasury coffers. There is also another potential way for the Treasury to get its claws on money by reducing or stopping the inheritance tax relief on passing on a business interest or shares in an unlisted company. But I do have to wonder how many of their traditional voters will be pleased with a Conservative Party Chancellor doing these sorts of things to them after all their years of support and, more importantly, years of financial planning to avoid tax that uses such devices. But that's the cost of levelling up the country, and it comes down to whether you want a Tory levelling up or a hard left Marxist Labour levelling up. And just as this story emerges, the former Chancellor that Sunak replaced just a couple of weeks ago in the cabinet reshuffle, Sajid Javid, took a swipe at the PM and his advisor this afternoon. Javid was given the customary opportunity by the Speaker of the Commons, Lindsay Hoyle, to put his side of the cabinet reshuffle story directly after PMQs this afternoon. And what the previous incumbent of number 11 Downing Street said probably posed more problems for the PM than anything that Jeremy Corbyn and the opposition benches were able to throw at him in the previous 30 minutes. If you remember, Javid ended up leaving his Treasury job because he refused to sack his own political advisers and essentially be controlled from number 10. And in his speech this afternoon, Javid said, "Advisers advise, ministers decide, and ministers decide on their advisers." And he also said that the relationship between number 10 and number 11 should be based on mutual respect and trust that allows constructive creative tension between teams. And although he said nice things about Boris and Rishi, he did aim a hit at Dominic Cummings by saying that it was not in the national interest to amalgamate the advisers to these two big offices of state. So will this be the end of it? Or will Sajid Javid keep needling Boris in the coming months? But I suppose the big question is whether the government can still stick to its pledges to level the country up while not raising taxes for ordinary people, or have global events put a thumb in that optic. And one thing you can be sure of, if a significant global economic slowdown is on the cards that starts dragging on the UK, then the pro-EU brigade will be out in force, blaming Brexit and demanding that the Brexit implementation period be extended beyond the 31st of December. You can see it coming a mile off. Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell, or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it. So what do you think about all of this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. And thank you very much for watching.